Seasons, greetings, citizens of the internet. The present is perfect, and I can articulate to you exactly how and why. My name is Leonard Nimoy Slater. I'm also known as Icy Bro. And in some circles, in the English as a second language circles, here in Germany, in Frankfurt in particular, I'm known as Leo, the Pope of English communication. I sometimes refer to myself as Leo Pope 27. Now, Leo the 14th, who's traveling the world now, spreading the message of peace, love, and hope across the planet, is, well, last week he was in Lebanon. I'm not too sure where he is now. But Leo, Pope 27, is in Frankfurt am Main, Frankfurt on the Main, on the Main River in Germany. And there are a few things that I'd like to tell you about today. Now, firstly, yes, I am the founder of the Lucky Mushroom. You're going to be seeing a lot of things about the puppet, lots of references about AI, what is not good about it, and about animation and children's learning, early childhood development, economics, all of those things coming from the Lucky Mushroom. And I'd like to tell you why. Well, that's because as an English as a second language trainer, I believe we've basically failed the children, and I'm here to set it straight for them. Like I said, I'm an English as a second language teacher, and I'd like to teach the children of the world everything they need to know about English and how to communicate effectively in English. And the rest of you are more than welcome to come along for the ride. Now, the first things first, there are a couple of statements that I have to go through to let you know why I say the present is perfect. Well, what happened in 2025? Some of the highlights of 2025, some would argue these are lowlights. Melissa ravaged the Caribbean. YSK Yoon Suk Yeol ravaged our understanding of the law of the land. Russia, Ukraine, Israel, and Palestine ravaged our idea of peace. Trump ravaged our idea of what it means to live in a democracy, and AI ravaged our idea of reality. We can no longer agree on what is and what is not real. Now I'm just going to speak to you a little off the cuff. I'm going to let you know what Lucky Mushroom is all about, because Lucky Mushroom is my gift to the world this year, this Christmas. And it's also my gift to myself to actually live my purpose. And a part of my purpose is to set the record straight when it comes to what rap is and music. A friend of mine, a composer here living in Germany, wrote a composition. I'm going to his Christmas concert, by the way, in Mainz in about 2 weeks. He wrote a composition called Alone in the Dark. Now, this man is a very faithful man. He's Catholic. And he wrote this composition called Alone in the Dark. And I really enjoyed it. And we had a conversation about what it means to be a composer as opposed to being a rapper. Now, as a rapper, I consider myself a composer, but the word itself is what I use to make my composition. Case in point, or to drive it home, I wrote something for his composition, which is called Alone in the Dark, because I believe it's impossible to experience aloneness on planet Earth as long as you understand the word. Because with the word, you are never alone. So being alone in the dark is it's an impossibility. It's a contradiction. And that leads into what the Lucky Mushroom ABCs are actually all about. Now, about 2 or 3 years ago, I released an album called The Emancipation of the ABCs. What the emancipation was for was to reintroduce children to the ABCs so that they could gain a deeper understanding of the ABCs. The internet is full of these memes, or whatever you'd like to call them, or these so-called contradictions about the spelling of words, the pronunciation of words, homographs, homophones, silent letters, etc., etc. Well, the Americans, the English, well, the Brits, Australians, South Americans, native speakers everywhere need to relearn the ABCs so that they can communicate with the non-native speakers around the world. And Pope Leo the 27th is here to get that right. Now, and I said this is freestyle, so it feels like I'm rambling because I am rambling, but I'm rambling about something that I feel very passionate about and something that I know. Now, there's one thing that I know, and that one thing is RAP. And a lot of people will say, Leah, well, what do you know about RAP? My name is Icy Bro. My rap name is Icy Bro. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I threw house parties in Northeast, in Wilson Park, on 41st Street. And my first release ever, my first single, was a pop song. And the pop song was called Crazy Cane. And the second song was called Hard as Hell. Here are the lyrics, or some of the lyrics to those songs. Hard as Hell, where I introduced myself. This is from 1988, 89. I am G.O.D., Ultimate MC. My rhymes are dope, so go ahead and smoke them. You can get hot if you toke them. MCs try to battle me, but they all fell. I'm hard as hell. And then I make a reference to Little Boy. I name the bomb that I drop like. And the crack spot is real hot, but don't you call it hip-hop. No pain, no gain. Another hit, no brain. Brothers addicted and afflicted by the crazy cane. We need peace, but on a higher level. Huffing and puffing, God's gift gone bad. If it's a sign of the times are mad. The neighborhood park, that's a haven for thugs. I got to laugh when I hear it. War on drugs. Sometimes I even think about the virgin birth. First strike capability. Who'll strike first? The kiss of the reaper that's sweet to the blind. No states involved, just strength of mind. Now, those were lyrics from when I introduced myself to the market as a hopper from Baltimore back in 1988, 89. When it comes to geopolitical rap or so-called reality rap, I am second to none. I make reality itself rhyme. And one of my favorite rappers has a line about taking 7 MCs and putting them in a line, and another 7 that get it up at the same time. And it's like 21 MCs before he, goes for his. Shout out to Rakim. I love that line. I love what he did to flows. Now me, I'm different. I rap slow. I choose my words very purposefully. So in order to battle me, you have to speak in tongues. Because when I speak to everyone. So you have to use 3 languages at least to even get close to the level of my geopolitical rap, my analysis of reality. Now, before you come at me, anybody from the rap community that would like to challenge me on that, I would say escuchar. Listen. Just go back and listen to my lyrics. But you have to start in 1989. Because imagine the producer of the biggest pop group on planet Earth at the time comes to you as a rapper from Baltimore, a rapper from anywhere, and says, hey, I want you to be a special guest for this pop group. And I'm like, this pop group who's like number one on the planet right now? And he goes, yes, exactly. That pop group. I want you, your voice, your words, your flow on this album. What would you do? Well, this actually happened to yours truly, and the producer's name was Frank Farian, and the group was called Milli Vanilli. And the only reason you don't know about it in North America is because it was never released there. But to my friends in Asia, Japan, and the rest of the world, it's really me. It's Icy Bro, Crazy Kane, Hard as Hell, the moment of truth. And the present is perfect to talk about the moment of truth. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I am an English as a second language trainer. And as an English as a second language trainer,